Well, I know it's only one day into my video, but I definitely would like to acknowledge some of these comments that I've been getting and give my thoughts on them. It would be a lot better um, if you guys wouldn't put everything in text. I mean, I'm not trying to just encourage you to make a video response, but it's pretty easy to type down any thought you have, but until it comes from you, your face, and your voice, it really doesn't have that much of effect on people, and I think that's why you guys are fighting a losing battle. I'm not one to I don't disbelieve in standing up for what you believe in and speaking your voice. A lot of people get a misconception that I just want you to shut up and listen, and that's not at all. But for someone to get their voice across, they should really come across a lot more mature. First off, we got Robbie Lennox from Scotland. He left some comments. Now my video it touched on a lot of bases, or a few different bases. First and most obvious in my video, I was making fun of people that just dwell and live on Google and YouTube information, and just the fact that you guys even pride yourselves on the so-called facts you find are all found on the internet. Second, in my video, I made it pretty clear that the inside job theory is false in my opinion. And I provided a couple links. Even though they didn't work, you can go to natgeo.com or newsbusters.org and see the two videos. The first one debunks the theory of it being a controlled demolition. The second video is debunking the theory that they swapped airlines, and it's the most amusing part to me is that anytime you guys come back with anything, it's you never acknowledge the main point that I was trying to get. Now, as far as the theory of it being a controlled demolition, why don't any of you guys mention the tens of thousands of people it would take to be involved in that for him to get away with it? I mean, that is some. I mean, it says it right in the video. I'm not going to repeat the whole video verbatim. You really owe it to yourself to watch it, and as well as if you're a truther or non, you just really need to see it so you know where the science is of all it. Now, on Robbie's first comment he left me, he said, "So let me get this straight. You say there's no science on the internet, and basically implying that Google is filled with people's opinions, and then you go on and say here on the scientific proof that you fuckers are wrong. Just click on the side to a website on Google." Well, first, I can't help it that Google owns YouTube. That's second off, I didn't find the Nat Geo debunking videos on the internet at all. It was an actual nationally broadcast program on television by a production company. It wasn't just some random thoughts put together by some people on YouTube. This was actually scientifically done. I know it's going to be, you guys are going to say, well, they were involved in it too. They're part of the 10,000 plus people it took to keep 9/11 covered up. It's bullshit. It's pretty naive, as well as arrogant and conceited, to believe that any nation what have you has the ability to do that and keep it covered up. Hitler had the biggest plan of new world government or world domination, and he couldn't keep it covered up. What makes you think it's any different now? You think there's going to be someone involved in the conspiracy that got fired or got let go, or just stopped believing in what they were doing, realized it was wrong, and they just quit helping and just kept their mouth shut? You think their family members kept their mouth shut? So I'm not gonna get too much into the 9/11 was an inside job thing. My basic point to your comment, Robbie, is I didn't say there was science. There was no science on the internet. I said there's no science to internet. Look at your monitor. Go behind your monitor here a couple inches. Is there anything more than monitor? Is there somebody actually in there with fucking doing scientific experiments? No, there's not. It's nobody. It's a screen filled with text, and even the videos that you guys do watch are nothing more than just people stating their opinion. There's no, I mean, at least the least thing you could do for your fellow truthers is provide way more scientific information, because you guys get debunked on every single one of them, and I just want to share and expose that, because, you know, when I see bullshit, I need to expose it. I'm not here to troll, I'm not here to disrupt conversation. I'm here to show what I view as bullshit. Actual shit comes out of a bull's ass, sits there on a pile, and gets put into the internet. Bullshit. Alright, so you left me another comment, Robbie. Let's see here. A demolition of this scale would leave clear evidence behind. No such traces were found at ground zero. That's what the video states that I gave a link for. You said, for one thing, there's multiple pictures of ground zero where the steel had obviously been cut with a shaped charge. Also, it doesn't help the steel/crime scene evidence was immediately shipped to China, and it just so happened the company in charge of taking the steel away was Controlled Demolition. Wake up call. There were fucking thousands of dead people. You think they're gonna you don't think they're gonna get that shit out of there quick? You know, they want people to fucking take something that represents a day in our history that's right up there with Pearl Harbor. What was I actually gonna what was I gonna say about your comment? Oh, evidence at ground zero. Pieces of metal with shaped charge. Fucking serious? So you've done a test to see what the outcome of a jet airliner does to metal when it's fucking flown into a building at however fast it was going? No, you haven't. So you don't know. Tell me there's going to be a controlled demolition and not one shred of wire, plastic, anything. I mean, these are real people down there providing searches for people, and you tell me that they weren't having people look out for that? And you think all them people that were involved in that just kept their mouths shut, and if they seen a piece of wire or something, they just put it in their pocket? Get real. Get real. I'm just going to skip right up to the comment that really just kind of ticked me off the most. This is from your average Bible thumper. Laura hates the NWO. She says, I quote, "Hey honey, haven't you heard? 9/11 was an inside job. If there's no way to debunk science, then I guess the world is really flat, and the earth is the center of the universe. There are giant monsters in the sea that eat ships. Leeches heal everything, and breaking a mirror gives you 7 years bad luck." First, she kind of went from basic common sense that the earth being flat and the earth is the center of the universe all the way to superstition, so I don't know what the hell she's trying to get. I don't know what, I'm kind of befunked. This comment's kind of a mind fuck. Haven't you heard? Well, yeah, I've heard it. I've seen it on the internet that it's an inside job. If there's no way to debunk science, then I guess the world is really flat and the earth is at this. That's not science. Alright, this comment is just example of the type of people that believe in this stuff and where their head's at, and this alternate fantasy science fiction world they live in, and they actually consider themselves to be awakened when they